Yeah. Hey Pussy Buddies, welcome back to my channel. Today I need you guys' help again, yes, because y'all know we just cleaned out this whole corner, a few weeks ago. And since then, I've done some chopping and I got a couple puzzles like NPR, and things have just gotten a bit out of control. Also, notably for today's video, my puzzle table. Pretty much every puzzle that I've done over the last few weeks is hiding underneath this poster board. They all need to be put away or something. Some of these need to be taped. Some of these just need to go back in the box. It's time. So that's what we're going to do today. Also, mind you, I just recorded this whole intro, but my mic wasn't on. So that's fun too. Let me show you what's hiding underneath here. I don't even think you can really quite tell what's going on just based off of this angle. But no, there's a lot. There is the Smard, the Be Rooted, the Scar Puzzle, the Spider-Man, and somewhere underneath all of this is that like 40-piece puzzle that I did for the blindfolded challenge. So let's just get to work. I think now you can really get a better idea of what this pile is looking like. We've got Smard, Be Rooted, Scar, and then Spider-Man. Ooh, girl, be careful. And then somewhere underneath all of this, the 40-piece puzzle is like underneath this board. So we're gonna get to her last. I'm gonna start off with the Smart puzzle because it's on top. And then technically, in theory, I should put the Be Rooted one away next, but I don't know if I want to sit here and pull all these pieces apart because y'all know this one's gonna take some extra care. So I might save this one for last. I don't know, we'll see. Scar and Spider-Man, I'm kind of afraid to flip over because I'm not super confident in how well they will stay together. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah. All right, so it's just me, my tape, and my stack of puzzles. And I'm glad that I started off with the Smart one. I'm glad that it was on top because I knew that that one wasn't gonna give me any issues. Y'all know the hold on that one was pretty good. So I was able to just flip it over, get to taping, and no real issues. I did notice on the back of the puzzle, you can't tell from the front, but on the back side, you could see that a good few bit of the pieces, like some of the little corners were kind of dinged up on the back side of it, which I mean is fine. It didn't affect me while I was puzzling. And then also now that I've taped it, like it's not going to be a problem anymore. So that was fine. Throughout this video, you will see that I clearly am incapable of putting tape down in a straight line. I don't know what it is. Whenever I try to tape up a puzzle, I end up with lines that are crooked, sideways, leaning, all kinds of ways. But the tape seems to hold the same, so that's good. I was trying to tape like every other row, so to speak. I was taping down the line where the nubs hold, so that way hopefully like, every piece would end up getting taped, but I didn't necessarily have to cover the entire thing in tape. Also, I do like to initial a piece after I finish a puzzle, so you probably saw that. I did skip over that piece that I had signed when I was taping because I want to kind of remember when I did the puzzle as best as I can. There are some puzzles where I have to end up taping over the piece that I signed because I just need the extra support. So we'll see how it goes with the rest of these. Next up, I'm going to attempt to do the Scar puzzle. I need to flip it. I might use that other poster board to help me flip it over, but then also I have the Spider-Man puzzle underneath it, and I know that that one cannot be held up by itself. So I might have to kind of figure something out with that. I might be able to, maybe if I do it really fast, I might be able to flip it. We'll see. Oh, also, I need to update you all on the post office because why do I still not have a properly working P.O. box, huh? Why? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go back and watch the Spider-Man video that I posted a few days ago. That has the whole story. Just go get caught up and then come back. So I went back to the post office today because I needed to drop off a few packages. I dropped off my package, and then I decided to just go ahead and check my P.O. box first just to see if maybe they had went ahead and fixed it and just didn't email me. Because like I had mentioned, they had been kind of emailing me these random updates here and there. So I went to my P.O. box, and of course, the box is still just open with a little hole where the lock is supposed to be, and the lock is still just sitting inside. So I went back up to the front, and who was at the front but my guy from the second day that I went last week, the one who was telling me that the P.O. box technician wasn't there. Anyways, he saw me coming. He saw me, I saw him, and I could kind of see in his face, he was kind of like, oh no, it's her again. So I like he was talking to a customer, so like I waited a second, and then I asked if the PO box technician was there. He just kind of looked at me. I kind of looked at him. He said, no, she's not here. He said he thought that she was at lunch. Mind you, it was like 3 p.m. So I asked what time she normally goes to lunch, because this is now the second time that I've come to see her specifically, and she wasn't here because she was at lunch or something. In fact, technically the third day, because the first day I went, she wasn't there. The second day, and now the third day. So I asked him what time she usually goes, so that way I can come, I guess, when she's not at lunch, hopefully. And so he just kind of looked at me. I'm just kind of standing there. I'm like, I don't know, you could ask somebody what time she goes to lunch or something. So he stands there for a second. He finishes up with the customer, and then he like told me to hold on a second. Then he goes, he comes back, and who's with him? The PO box technician. Why did you tell me that that lady wasn't here? Hmm? She was here. You knew she was here. Okay. Anyways, so she comes over. I like tell her my PO box number. She goes to take a look at it. And then I end up walking back over there with her to my box. She gets her tools. She's like tinkering and whatnot. She's like talking as she's doing it. She's like mentioning like, oh, it's missing a this or that. And I'm like, I don't really know what you're saying because I don't know much about locks and things. But apparently my PO box was like missing a screw. Like my lock, the lock to the box was like missing a screw or something. I don't know. And then she used my keys to like to put the key into the lock so she could like do what she was doing. But I'm thinking, you did not need my key. Like you did not have to be waiting on me to fix this. I know that the post office has more than one set of keys. If nothing else, I know that there's like a master key. So I'm almost certain that they could have just done this when I wasn't there and just used the spare key, the backup key, the master key, something. But anyway, she took my keys, she's fixing it. She's talking about there's like a screw missing or something. So she like fixed it, but she said that there's like another piece she needs, or she fixed it as best as she could. My PO box now is a lock. Is it a secure lock? I'm not too sure. So there's that. She said something about like having to put in another order for the part or for like another person to come out and fix it. I don't know. Again, I don't know why this wasn't just a thing that was like on the to-do list, regardless of me being there or not. I don't know why it was broken. I don't know what the last person who had the box before me was doing. I I don't know, but I think technically I can use the box now. I don't know. I'll keep y'all posted if I get any new information about me and this box. But let's get back to me taping these puzzles. When it came to the scar puzzle, I patted it down, I prayed, and I flipped. I knew I had to do it fast. If I hesitated, the puzzle would smell the fear and it'll start to fall apart. So I flipped it real quick, and thankfully it survived. I did not have to get out like the other board to like do the whole flip thing. It was good. I taped it up. I did have a few places where like my line of tape kind of my lines of tape left some empty gaps between the strips where like a whole piece didn't have any tape on it. So I did have to go back on a few sections and put some more tape, but now I think it's taped well enough that I can leave it. Next came the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man puzzle literally was falling apart before I even attempted to pick it up. And then I did very briefly try to lift a corner and the whole corner just collapsed. So I went ahead and grabbed the other poster board and did the whole like sandwich flip. That went pretty smoothly, thankfully. Although the board that is on now is the smaller board and it is technically slightly bigger than the board. So I still have to be a little bit careful. This one is so loose and I know that it would require so much tape that this is the one time I was like, okay, maybe I should just glue it instead. I'm not really a fan of gluing puzzles, just personal preference, but I didn't have any glue. I have literally a dozen glue sticks, but I'm not confident in how well it would hold. Also, glue sticking this would take forever. And I used to have a bottle of Mod Podge, but of course now I can't find it. So what I did find is packing tape. So I'm going to use packing tape instead. It's wider. I won't have to do as many strips because it's so much wider than painter's tape. Also, the hold will be a lot better. So I'm glad that I found, or like, I remember that I have this, that this was an option. However, this is loud. And y'all know little one's asleep. So I'm going to have to do this sometime tomorrow when he is awake. And so the sound won't bother him. Although I have to do this and manage to not have him either like nibbling at my ankles trying to see what I'm doing or tearing the puzzle apart as I'm attempting to tape it. So we still have another series of obstacles to bypass when it comes to Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is going to go to the side for now. You probably saw a little bit of the little girl, what's it called? The future president puzzle from the other day. I really just need to literally just pull it apart and put it in the box. And then all that's left at this point will be pulling apart the Be Rooted puzzle. I've literally been procrastinating it for weeks now. It just has to be done. So that's what we're going to do next. It is what it is. I actually ended up re-solving the future president puzzle because I had been messing with the pieces when I was trying to like do my thumbnail and stuff, and I wanted to make sure that I hadn't like accidentally left a piece behind somewhere. So I just put it back together real quick, had all the pieces, and put that one back in the box. And then it was time to go ahead and do the Be Rooted. Okay, typically with like a 500 piece puzzle, I don't particularly time myself taking those puzzles apart, but I feel like usually it takes like 3, maybe 4 minutes, just kind of take the pieces apart, make sure nothing is still connected, shuffle them around in the box, and put a lid on it. Okay, it cannot be taking me more than like 4 minutes tops typically. I decided to go ahead and pull out my timer purely out of curiosity. I really thought that it was going to take me like 10 minutes to take apart the Be Rooted puzzle. Yeah, so that took a while. I'm tired now. But yeah, she's all boxed up. I am going to post this one in my Vinted store. I don't know if I've actually mentioned it, but I did go ahead and open up a Vinted account store. And so I'm selling a few of my puzzles on there once I'm done with them. So you're more than welcome to check there if you want to get your hands on this one. Since I was taping up the Smart puzzle, I had the like cloth bag that the Smart puzzle came with to put the pieces back in. And so I ended up just putting the Be Rooted puzzle inside the Smart cloth bag because why not? So yeah, everything's put away minus the Spider-Man puzzle that needs to be dealt with later. I need to go ahead and put the two, well, I could just wait, right? I was going to go ahead and put the Scar puzzle and the Smart puzzle in my binder. Actually, no, hold on. The Smart is going to go up on my wall somewhere. Haven't mapped that out. We'll come back to that. But Spider-Man and Scar are going in the binder. So I guess I'll wait until after Spider-Man is glued. No, taped. Oh, my plan was to sneak in a little bit of speed puzzling because I need to practice. I need to practice. But I'm sleeping now after all that. Let's see. I think I still will. I might as well. It's not that late. It's a little late. But the puzzle that I have been itching to do. Okay, itching might be a poor choice of words for this particular puzzle. The puzzle that I've really been wanting to do since I got it is the butts on things. Yeah. I think I'm going to try to speed puzzle this one. It is a Seiko. So I'm not sure if like how well the pieces will hold up for speed puzzling, but we'll see. I do think this one was still sealed when I got it from the swap. Like the box was open, but I think the pieces were still sealed. So everything should be there. I think I will go ahead and try to just get this quick speed puzzling in. I think it'll be decent because there are all these different colors, very like sortable, very like the colors of all the individual things are very like distinct from each other. So I think it won't be bad. My estimate for myself, 300 pieces. I'm a little bit sleepy, a little bit irritated from that puzzle. I think it's going to take me 49 minutes. If it takes me less than that, I'll be quite happy. If it takes me longer than that, maybe I'll cut out this whole section about speed puzzling and just pretend that it was a regular puzzling session. We'll see. I'm going to, I guess, set up, move some things aside, and get to puzzling. Okay, I accidentally just reset my timer, but my final time for the butts on things puzzle was 47 minutes and 8 seconds. And I think I had estimated 49 minutes. So I did pretty good. I was like right about what I had predicted, slightly under, right about 47 minutes. I think that's like pretty decent for me for a 300 piece puzzle for my first time doing it. And I went ahead and put my time into myspeedpuzzling.com. And you guys, guess what? Guess what? I am currently ranked number 6 out of 37 solves. So that is pretty stinking good for me. I think that's literally the best I've ever ranked on myspeedpuzzling.com for a puzzle that I wasn't literally the first person to input the time on. So I'm quite happy with this one. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with this puzzle. The butts on things, as you're puzzling, you don't quite pay much attention to it, but it is good that there are all those extra lines on all of the different food items, because those lines of the booty cheeks help you figure out like which way the pieces go. It helps give you some more information. So if nothing else, it's really good for that. I feel like I was moving like pretty decently, pretty smoothly through this one. The only thing is I kept getting messed up with the donut. I don't know why. I couldn't figure out which way the pieces were going, because there is like the hole in the middle, and for some reason the hole in the middle was throwing me off. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And then all the brown pieces that were left towards the end, I pretty much did like all the pinks. I started off with the Oreo pieces, and then I did like the pinks, and I did like the slice of cake and the macarons, and like I was just kind of going to different things. But towards the very end, I just had like all the brown pieces left for the most part. So like that donut with like the bacon, like the maple bacon donut thing, and then the ice cream sandwich, the like pumpkin pie, the brown parts, like the crust of the cherry pie. And I know I definitely was slowing down there because there was just a lot of brown, and I really was getting confused as to what went to where, especially with like the pie crust. I don't know. But this was fun. I enjoyed this puzzle. I think it's so cute. And I know that this is like a series of puzzles. I really hope that I end up getting my hands on some of the other ones, because this was like a cute, fun little thing. And oop, hold on. Holds up decently. So you know what? I'm happy with it. Someone on one of my other videos was saying that I should just go ahead and admit that I actually like Seiko puzzles. I will do no such thing, but I will say that I had fun with this puzzle. So this is 1 point for Seiko, and we'll just leave it at that. But I am officially done for the night. I still have to come back and tape up Spider-Man and put that and Scar in my binder. I guess I'll come back and do that tomorrow. Hopefully I remember / have time to, because I do have to like edit this video. So we'll see about that. Yeah, I'll just film my little like outro later. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, friends, it is time for us to finally go ahead and close out this video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We got so much done. Honestly, this was a very productive little vlog hangout puzzling session. Also, I did go back and redo the butts on things puzzle. I really was proud of my time yesterday, so I kind of wanted to see if I could do it again and do better. So I went and looked on myspeedpuzzling.com, and my previous best time for a 300-piece puzzle was 42 minutes. And so my goal was to beat that. And so today I did it again, and my time was 36 minutes and 59 seconds. You guys, yesterday my time was 47 minutes. Today it was 37 minutes. So I literally got 10 minutes faster between today and yesterday. Mind you, this was my second time doing it. Also, yesterday I puzzled this at like 11, like probably like 10:30 p.m. And today it's like 8 o'clock. So I'm much less sleepy. I've done it before, all the things. But regardless, I shaved off 10 minutes from yesterday and 5 minutes from my previous personal best. So I am very proud of myself. And I went back onto myspeedpuzzling.com, and now I'm ranked number 2 out of 37. So I'm doing pretty good. I think the top time, let's see, mine was 36:59. I think the top time was like 35:30, somewhere in there. So like theoretically, if I did this again, I think I could maybe beat that time, but I think I'm just gonna let it go for now. Also, I went and put my puzzles in the binder. I got a chance to tape up the puzzle during the day. The other one started like playing with other stuff, so I was like, oh, maybe this is my chance to do this while he's here and awake and doing his own thing. Of course not. The tape is loud as heck. It's like packaging tape, so you know that like loud when it rips. He very much wanted to see what I was doing. I can't blame him, but he was getting very irritated, very mad. In fact, we put him in his playpen so I could hurry up and finish this. And I got it all taped. It was fine. And then I came back later on and I put my puzzles in the binder. That proved to be about as hard as getting the tape on the puzzles, because why were the puzzles falling apart? Y'all know I never claimed to be the best puzzle taper, but maybe I should take some time to get a little better, because the Scar puzzle is falling apart, and Spider-Man, of course, is falling apart. Literally, pieces were just like popping out. Ridiculous. I honestly should have waited for husband and just asked him to like hold the sleeves of the pages open while I slid it in, but I am impatient and I did it myself. It wasn't too bad. I got both of them in eventually, so it is what it is. Also, it's fun to kind of go down memory lane as I was flipping through the puzzle binder. I haven't put a puzzle in there since March, I think was the last one. That was nice, and just seeing all the other puzzles that I've worked on that I, wanted to save. So that is all we have for today's video. Again, thanks for hanging out with me and doing some puzzling. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure that you are subscribed and that you like this video if you liked it. And I will see you in my next video.